Hey y'all, welcome back to my Mostly Thrifted Home series that I've started here on YouTube, where I take you through each one of the rooms in my house in great detail. We tour it, I walk you through it, and I show you how I have styled that room with mostly thrifted items. So today we're going to be touring what started off as my idea of a man cave. It's turned into a man cave / office, and basically it's just an office. James really doesn't come in here and do much, but anyway, I hope you enjoy seeing the process. I will link any videos down below in the description box of this room where we've done any makeovers or anything like that if you want to catch up with that. But without further ado, let's tour my office. Welcome to our office / man cave. And I'm gonna walk you through and show you how I have decorated this room using free items or thrifted items. And I can't wait to show you how I've pulled it all off. So let's just get started. So when you walk in the door, granted I don't always have that lamp on, but when you walk in the door, this is what you see. And so we will start over here. James made me that delightfully southern sign. Love it. And then this was my granny's. And this was a pen that she used my whole entire life. Absolutely love that. And this was a plaque that she got for when she retired for her 32 years of service. And then that was her food handler certification card. And I've put it right there. And then this is a sign for James and I. It just has sentimental value to it. We've always said we have connection, and we've seen this, and I thought this is the perfect room for that. So moving on, this was a dining table that I got for free. This is a chair that I thrifted. And I used to use this table, I did a lot of crafts on it, and it was in really bad shape. So I decided to paint the top of it navy. And I had it like that, and which was perfect. But then I thrifted this top part and painted it the same navy and made this whole desk. And I absolutely love it so much. Look at that vintage knob. Look at the vintage hinges. It's perfect. Now, it was a little bit tall, so James did have to cut off. I think we cut off the back here and lowered it. He put the top back on it, and then we made holes in the back where I used to have my laptop up there and plugged in, but I sold my laptop, but we do have access. We can put a cord and plug it in. But let's start with the decor. All of this on this top shelf, with the exception of the greenery, is thrifted, and the candle's not thrifted. But all of that is thrifted. And then over here, all of this is thrifted with the exception of the greenery. And then down here, this light was given to me. It does work, but I think it needs batteries. Then I have a thrifted frame with a print in it. That's my old camera from years ago. Thrifted bell, thrifted dolly, thrifted book. And then this shelf, everything is thrifted except the greenery and the flag little deviled egg plate. That was actually given to me, and the greenery's from Hobby Lobby, and the candle's not thrifted, but everything else is thrifted. And then over here, everything is thrifted with the exception of these two books were given to me. The rest were, let's see, these three I think were James's, and then these were given to me, and then the other ones are thrifted. My old stapler, thrifted. My mom actually gave me this. It's very old, and it even lifts up like that. And look at those vintage stamps that were in it. They're not worth anything, I've already checked. But I put this here to kind of jot down ideas, and then I have my old clipboard that was thrifted. And then James bought this piece years ago at Hobby Lobby. No, not at Hobby Lobby, at the at-home store, I think. And put it in here. Curtains are from Amazon. Love them. They're the room darkening curtains. This room used to be my daughter's bedroom, and then when she moved out, we kind of made it like a man cave, and then it's kind of slowly converted into like an office / man cave. This wall, everything you see on this wall, with the exception of the blue candles and this large picture here, is thrifted. That picture my brother gave me, he had it out in his shed, and he's let me have it, and it come from my uncle. My uncle had given it to him, the uncle that was like a dad to us, had given it to him, and so then my brother gave it to me to put in here, and it's a lot of sentimental value to it. And then this is kind of turned into somewhat of a little gallery thrifted wall, which I love it. And then down here, this is a quilt James's mom made him for one of his birthdays. And then that's a little ottoman that I had, but I did thrift the star. That's a baby blanket, and I covered the top of it with that. And it's just extra seating, or you can prop your feet up, pull the quilt over, cover up, whatever. This chair, James's grandpa made this chair, and it is a beautiful chair. It's a rocker, and we love it. James's mom made this quilt, and I just threw it over the top of this chair because this is what the chair cushions look like. So I just kind of threw that over there. I thrifted that pillow sham. And then up here, y'all, I love these little shelves. The shelves were given to me. My daughter-in-law Sarah gave them to me. They are perfect. So we'll start with this bottom shelf. The basket is thrifted. The napkin is thrifted, it's kind of in the corner. That little cross my son made when he was smaller. That little quilted pocket is thrifted. The greenery is, none of the greenery is thrifted. The little dog, the little print, the Thomas Kincaid book, thrifted. That J is not thrifted. It's from probably the at-home store. That's a little shelf that I've used as a riser. I thrifted it. The dolly's thrifted. That eagle is thrifted. That grapevine wreath, I'm really not sure where that came from. I think I had it. And then this little fire truck is thrifted. Jane's dad used to be a fireman. And then this little thing is thrifted. That globe come from a different thrifted piece, but I put it on this because I didn't have a globe for it. And it works until I can find the right one. And then that flag is just one of our old flags I kind of aged and folded and put it up there since we were no longer using it. On this top shelf, everything is thrifted with the exception of the greenery. Everything is thrifted. And the baby pictures, of course, are not thrifted. And that eagle was given to me by my daughter-in-law, and I just painted it, added some wax, and I just love it. This print is a print that I had framed and matted for James one year for Father's Day. It's different stages of his boy's life. Okay, here, this Maker's Mark lamp. Pieces of it are thrifted, pieces of it were not, and this was a booger. This was one of James's Maker Mark bottles. I bought the beads from Amazon to kind of make it look like Maker's Mark in it. And I bought the lamp kit from Amazon. This was just a lamp shade that I bought, and I took the fabric off to make it look like one of those, what are they called, ghost shades or something like that. Spray painted it black. And this Maker's Mark bottle has sentimental value. It's a little inside joke between James and I, so it's kind of like, had to be in here. Those napkins are thrifted. This eagle is thrifted. These books are thrifted. And this plant is from Hobby Lobby. This Mississippi cross stitch sign, thrifted. The easel it's on is thrifted. This dolly is thrifted. This is an old spittoon that I thrifted, and I didn't want to get rid of it, but I didn't really have anywhere for it, so I just turned it upside down and used it as a riser for this wax warmer, and I love it. And it is an office, so we do have to have a printer, so there you go. James's guitar speaker. This was a Father's Day gift he got from one of his boys. Perfect spot for it. His guitars, and then this is another thrifted piece beautiful cross stitch of a magnolia, and I love it. This right here is what started this whole theme of the room, was James's dad's flag when he passed away. This kind of started it all. I wanted him to have a place for it, and it just kind of went from there. And then we are a military family. We have a Ranger in the family, we have one that's in the Army, and we have one that's in the Air Force. So we love our military. And then that arrow was given to me. And then when you turn on the closet wall, those letters were purchased from Hobby Lobby years ago. They were actually in the boys' room whenever we had our little house in George County. I tried to make it a fun, funky, little grungy teenage boys' room. So I got that. And then when they grew up and we moved down here, I just thought this would be cute to put over the closet door because I really like those letters. And then this was thrifted. I love him, and it was the perfect spot for him. The trash can is thrifted. It's very old. I remember my aunt having these particular trash cans in her bathrooms when I was growing up. And so when I found that one, I really loved it, and it's perfect for in here. And then over the door, this was a piece that James purchased years ago, and it just fits perfect in here. And this is our thrifted man cave office. We did do this accent wall with the beadboard, and because the walls were so much taller than the beadboard, we had to do a chair rail. And I love this accent wall. It just it brought it all together for me, and I really, really love it. And I love this light blue color. This is the same color I have in my laundry room, and I just love this color. I'll try to link in the description box what these colors are. I know this is navel. This is a Sherwin-Williams color, but I had it mixed in Valspar, but it's called navel. Is what the dark color is, but I can't remember right offhand what this light color is. But this is the office. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all right here on this top shelf. Everything on this shelf is thrifted. Everything, except for this. Cody got me this little keychain when he went to San Francisco years ago, and it broke, so I just set it there. Just little special pieces here and there, but everything else is thrifted. there you go. This is our office. I know it might not be everybody's taste, but this is our home and this is a reflection of who we are. And I just love having this room where we can have all of our little special pieces that really wouldn't have another place for, but they just fit perfectly in here. And I love this room, honestly. This is the room where I do my devotions. I do a lot of thrift hauls in it, but it's just, I don't know, there's just something, this room is just cozy to me. And as you can see, the majority of it is thrifted, as my whole house is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some ideas. If this is not your style, maybe you can take some of the ideas and adapt it and use it for your style. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.